Yeah, thank you, sir.
Or just after the genocide?
I will tell you briefly what happened just after the genocide. There were so many people moving from places to others, and they were gathered in a camp where they were protected just after the genocide. And so many children were around and without parents. And I have been asked to...
Okay.
Yes. In English. In English. You want don't talk in Kinyarwanda. Yes, repeat again. In English. Teacher?
Oh, I want 2 chalk.
You want 2 chalks. Yeah, I can remember. The story is not easy to tell, but I will do my utmost to tell it as it is. And so I was chosen as someone who is accustomed to children and who has psychological education. And I was educated at university in social psychology, pedagogic, and things like this. So I decided to leave the family, my own family. I was protected. And then I was following these people everywhere they were to recuperate those children. Some were in the bush, some were on the road, and some were among deaf people. In churches there were many corpses, and we found a child, very young. I'll say a baby because he was in his mother's breast. We took him with worms in his ears, and so such children are those we collected at that place. So it was at Kayonza. Kayonza is 5 or 6 kilometers from here. I think you know the spot. I gathered them in a primary school. When we enter Kayonza on your right side like this, and that's where we were living. But it was a problem for me. Now children are there. They have to eat, they have to drink, they have to live. And we were going through through fields of people around to look for bananas, sweet potatoes, and other things to eat, wood for fire, water. And we were sleeping like this, without blankets, without anything, with them, that school. Later, we used to get some assistance from soldiers where they were passing. They found it encouraging. They were, go on collecting them, please, don't let them die. And later some NGOs came and they found that it was important for them to help this group. They brought some blankets, they brought some food, they brought medicine. This was a tremendous situation, in fact, because some of the children were crying at night, running, and I was somewhere alone. But 2 weeks later, I got some assistance. Some people came, some ladies came, including the one we were talking about. I mean, that had
Alphonsine.
Yes, Alphonsine also was among the group. And then they helped me. As we had got assistance, that was very easy for me to do something. But the only thing that I appreciated is love of children to those people who are helping them. So they finally found me as a father, and my assistant as sisters and brothers. I went on living like this for 2 years and gathered 265 orphans. But later they found some relatives coming back, and they were also people of goodwill who accepted to take them to their homes. And the orphanage split like that. But before splitting, I went to schools around, because schools were starting, and I asked them if they cannot accept those orphans. They all accept them. They all accept them. And then those students started, and now some of them have completed their university. Some are even, one is teaching even in America. Yes. But I am still going on helping them, some indirectly. There were some who couldn't complete their education. They were living by themselves. When I got a job, I used to withdraw a percentage to those children and advocating for them around. I'm still doing it for their children. Now some have got children. And I say, until I die, I will go on assisting you, visiting you. That's the story. Now after that, I went on also helping widows coming back from refugee camps for 1 year. And I was working for Help Edge International. It is an NGO. It's a British NGO. Yeah, I accepted to work with them in Okara to assist those kind of people. Then when it was finished, it was the time for me to start living. Yeah, it is a terrible situation for me, because people started working for themselves some years ago, and I started very late. That's why I'm still facing problem paying for my own students at university, for example, and where they are. I have 5 children that I have to support. 5 children support their schooling, other at university, others in secondary, and one primary. Briefly, that's why I'm very happy I have done it. Because when I read in the Bible, I see that Jesus Christ was really interested to orphans and widows, and he was God. And most of the time I kneel in front of God saying, God, go on. There is where I can reach, and it is impossible for me to go on. Please, God, go on. That's my life. And I'm still working on that. You saw the child, Abinez, I showed you. That's because I was affected. That's why I called upon to see how we can assist them. So briefly, this is the story.
Well, hopefully now Ebenezer will find a family.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Continue his studies at the Excel School. And hopefully go on to secondary education as well.
Hope so. He's clever.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well done, Calixte.
Yeah.
Great story. Huh?